Hey y'all, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. No, I never got around to get my nails did, but that's okay. Today I'm gonna dive in and attempt my nail arts, my design, my set, using the cards that I showed y'all in my last video. If you missed that, I'll plop a link up here in the cards. I basically created my own sort of like random Manny nail art cards because I'm broke ass and I can't afford an official set. Okay, it's fine. That's been established. So the cards that I chose in my last video, my two colors that I need to use, or at least feature, are black and silver. Sorry, my lamps are shining on things. My theme will be food or drink. I need to incorporate charms or bling in this set. And I also have to freehand. And if you're not new here, you already know I struggle, honey. Now, one thing that I did want to say, because I did map this out, like I attempted to sketch out, sort of put everything that was in my brain onto a piece of paper and sort of map out this set. And let me tell you something right off the rip. If this set turns out anything remotely resembling what was in my head and what I put on the piece of paper, baby, that's going to be a design that I would literally wear on my phalanges. I would rock it. Hopefully I can rock it. I'm not really sure. But as I'm doing all this stuff on the piece of paper and I'm sketching and I'm writing and I'm drawing, I did want to reiterate, obviously you don't have to stick to this, okay? No one is threatening your life. Like you don't. This is basically, when you draw a card, it's just going to be like a jumping off point and hopefully get your creative juices flowing. I will try to use black and silver, but if I wanted to, I would also throw in, I don't know, some other color. I will try to freehand, but if the mood strikes me, I might stamp an image here or there. So it's not like I'm married to just this design and just these ideas. You can always mix and match, pick whatever, just whatever the heck, get you out of your comfort zone, pushes you forward, right? And just gets those creative juices going. All right, so let me just quickly show you guys the products that I pulled out. I went through my stash thinking, oh, I can use, actually I went through the stash in my brain as I was mapping this stuff out on a piece of paper. So I do have, this is going to be basically or mostly a nail reserve video, you know, polish wise. Pardon me, I don't have the nail reserve base coats and top coats, but I do have Nail Addict. Same brand, just different branding. I'm going to be using the matte top coat as well as their base coat. Now, I don't think I have their glossy top coat, which I will also be incorporating in this design. So I'll just use a different brand's top coat. But because I have to use black and silver, I will be using Black Addict, which I swatched and reviewed for y'all in my last video, 2 videos ago, and Silver Addict. So these will be my black and my silver, my base colors. I might also be incorporating, I don't really know, in my brain, I will be incorporating Born Pretty's Super Shine Silver Metal Painting Gel, which is, oh, it's so flawless. I used it on Nana last weekend. Oh, we are both obsessed with this. If things don't go well, however, I probably will not be using that. So I also have Lisette gel nails. Let's see, I have multiple products that I'm going to try to use in this set. I have her 2-ended double-sided picker-upper, gem picker-upper, and I have a set of 4 of her caviar beads. Now, I have more of like a gunmetal silver and then a bright silver, and I don't really know which one I'm going to be using quite yet, but I also pulled these out because I would like to use some of these tiny clear crystals as well. Oh yes, also my Macart rhinestone glue. This is just going to be my little tray. Y'all, I pulled out all sorts of things. I'm probably going to be using my Berry brush cleaner gel because I'm going to be using a plethora of brushes. These are 3 that I'm just going to start with. This is just a little cheapy sort of liner brush that I got from Shein, I do believe. The detail liner, I'm going to try to use this one to do my freehand because I have to freehand, or I'm going to freehand. So that is my Madame Glam, whatever the hell it was, detail liner brush. And this is the petal brush. Now, I used this on Nana. When I told y'all that I used Born Pretty's Silver Metallic Painting Gel, I used this brush, and it's pretty much impossible, I think, at this point, to salvage. I have cleaned it 14 trillion quintillion times, but I feel like there's always going to be some metallic particles in here. So I'm probably just going to use this when I'm using a metallic painting gel or something metallic. I don't really know. But so I decided I'm going to use this to ombre because I'm going to be ombreing my black and my silver. So I'm going to continue on with this brush. I adore this brush right here, but because I've already sort of tainted it, right, I'm just gonna try to use it to ombre. So these are the products that I pulled out initially. Things may change, things may differ as I go along. Wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. I do apply 2 coats of black on my index nail and 3 coats of silver on my pinky nail. I'm also not going to spend a ton of time on my ombre because y'all know how ombres work. And there was just a lot of faffing. I just faffed and faffed and faffed. So I apply my silver first. I will go ahead and tell you, I did my silver first, and then my black. I butted my black up to my silver. And then when I pulled my black brush away, I looked at it to make sure I didn't have any silver particles. But even if I did, I didn't care. I still wiped my brush off on a lint-free wipe. And then I'm going to use my petal brush. Yep, this bad boy right here. And, just faff between the two. Bring the silver up, bring the black down. Now, I did 2 coats of each one of these and cured each one, but I also used a little bit extra of the silver just to make sure I didn't have any low spots. And before I cured each coat, I went in with a lint-free wipe and just dragged off some of that excess. So here they are. They've been wiped down. They've been mattified because I'm about to start my drawing. And I always enjoy attempting, I'm not good at freehand, but I always enjoy attempting my freehand on a matte top coat. So I'm using that same Black Addict, and I am using my Madame Glam detail liner brush. And this is my first design. So this is my middle nail. And can y'all guess, based on the theme, which was food and drink, can y'all guess what I am attempting to draw on this nail? Can y'all guess? Can y'all guess? It ain't food. It is not food, honey. Yeah, it's going to be a drink. So, actually, yeah, it's a drink. So I do, this is my first air quote coat, but I felt like the neck of my bottle was a little bit too thickums. So I'm going to go in with a cleanup brush and just kind of try to drag some of that off. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but again, I am limited by the width of the nail on which I am working. So this is my ring fingernail. This is a different nail. It's a different freehand design. What am I drawing? Spoiler alert, it's a champagne glass. So my middle nail will contain a champagne bottle, and then my ring fingernail is going to be a champagne glass, I think. I don't know. But I was really happy with the coverage of the Black Addict from Nail Reserve. But regardless of that, I still did 2 coats of each just to make sure, smooth everything out. Now I've cured both of those nails, but now I'm going in with this, with the Born Pretty Silver Metallic a drawing gel, paint gel, whatever the hell they're calling it now. And I'm going to outline both of these designs. So I'm outlining my bottle. This one went pretty smoothly. I mean, you would think, you know, you're just drawing an outline. How hard can it be? And that was fine, but the difficulty came in on my champagne glass right here. I was not happy with this swoop, with this swoopy swoop. So I go in with a pointy Q-tip that I've dipped in alcohol, and then I immediately dive right back on in, and I'm gonna attempt it again with my detail liner brush, of course. And I still was not happy. Now, 2 times now, I've started at the top of my glass and tried to swoop my way down towards the bottom. Didn't really work out. So 3rd time's a charm, y'all. 3rd time's a charm. I'm gonna come at this a different way. So on my 3rd attempt, I'm gonna start in the middle and then swoop down towards the bottom. There we go. Middle down. And then I'm gonna come back up and go up at the top and swoop down towards the middle and connect those two. And I was happy with that. Like, I was like, okay, girl, you are a true artiste. You can connect 2 lines. I'm no type of artiste, but hey, I had fun doing this. So now I'm just gonna draw a little line at the top, and then I'm gonna make my little opening of my glass, which it wasn't the best, but you know what? Damn it. That's a freaking glass. I don't care what you say. And your mama, I don't care. So I'm going to put some Manicure rhinestone glue gel on my palette. And so far, everything has pretty much gone swimmingly. You know, I wasn't too upset with everything that's happened so far. So now I'm going to use a liner brush, and I'm going to draw 3 arcs, 3 arcing lines, 3 different lengths of arcs. I don't know what you would call this, but basically I'm trying to convey that there is champagne popping out of this bottle, okay? So this top line, this top arc or what have yous, it's going to be longer because there's more room up there at that part of the nail tip. And then the middle nail's going to be the middle line's going to be a little bit shorter, and then the 3rd one's going to be even shorter than that. So I'm just going to take some of these bright silver, I did opt for the bright silver caviar beads, and I'm just going to dump some into my pile of glue, and then also dip that brush into my beads and plop those down. So here I am thinking I'm going to be super smart and super cute, and I'm going to apply all of my bling in one go in all 3 of these gluey arc line things. So I get some of my beads here. I'm basically just trying to, I guess, float off some of these beads from the brush itself into the glue. And then I'm going to try to separate some because I don't need any globs of them. I don't want globs. No globs will be had today. So I'm going to separate some of these. All this stuff went smoothly. And then I decide, okay, where do I want to place these clear crystals? Because I did want to use some of these clear crystals. So I use one at the base, like close to the bottle. And I'm going to place that there. And oh, by the way, these are not flat backs. They are pointy back crystals. So they don't lay flat. So all of these pointy back crystals, I had to make sure were kind of facing the same direction, I guess. Like I didn't want them all wonky and pointed all hither and yon. So I placed these pointy back crystals, and then I did a sort of arcing 4 beads. So it goes crystal. Oh, I have a fuzz. I have a hair or something here, dog hair, who knows. I'm trying to dig out. So I have a crystal, and then I have 4 caviar beads. Yeah, get that out of there. And then I have another crystal, and then 4 beads, and then another crystal and 4 beads. And then in the middle, okay, hold on. So I get I get the first arc done, and I'm like, okay, before I screw this up, let me flash cure it. Let me just get this in the lamp so I don't accidentally bump these, and everything's going to be beautiful. I'm loving how this is looking. Okay, so I get I get it in the lamp, y'all. How dumb, how incredibly stupid am I? I flash cured it, but guess what happened? I cured all the rest of my damn Manicure rhinestone glue gel. So, Jesus Christ. So I have to use some sort of sticky something or other to get all the rest of these crystals and caviar beads in place. Y'all, I'm so dumb. Can you tell I'm not really great at crystal placement? Like I don't use a lot of blingy things and gluey on-y things. I don't know. I'm just dumb. Talk about a brain fart. I'm so dumb. Any boobs, I managed to get all three of these little archy things on here, but for my for my champagne glass, for my ring fingernail, I decided screw the arcs. I'm just going to go with blobs. I'm just going to blob some stuff on here. 3 different blobs, different sizes, different shapes. I really don't care. And then just get little pods, I guess, of these beads plopped down into each one of these. But I also used, I think, 2 crystals. I think I used a crystal on that one, on the top one and the bottom one. Okay, you guys, that's gonna do it. I turned my 2 lamps off. I felt like even as I was filming, it was a bit hard to see kind of what I was doing because, well, you know, my gel products are glossy, and I was working either on a silver background or a black background, and then my little like silver caviar beads were shiny. It was just hard to see. Everything was kind of difficult to see. So I decided for my final shot here, or at least right now, to turn off my lamps and just go with my the flash on my camera. Sorry, I be leaving fingerprints everywhere. Let me back up. I decided to go ahead and glossify everything because I didn't really enjoy the silver, particularly when it got really thin in the midst of my black and silver ombre. I didn't really enjoy that mattified. I don't know. I didn't like it. Of course, it dulled it down because that's what a matte top coat would be doing. So I decided to just glossy everything, including my solid black nail. And of course my rhinestone glue is going to cure glossy, and rather than have to go in and just use a detailer brush and try to mattify certain things while leaving other things glossy, I said, no, I ain't got time for that. And I do sort of enjoy the way my tainted brush, my contaminated brush, sort of brought up some of those little silver sparkles up into my black. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my lights back on first of all. But I completed black and silver. Boom, done. Charms or bling. Boom, done. 2 different types. Freehand. Yes, ma'am, Pam. I did my best. Food or drink. You know, it's me. I chose drink, okay? So yes, I did a little bit of a champagne bottle and a champagne glass design. I don't know if I pulled it off, but I tried my best. And honestly, I'm not upset with this. I know I told y'all in the beginning, if this turns out anything on nails, as it looked in my head, that I would 100% rock this on my own nails. And I'm here to tell you, I think I would. I would probably tweak if I were to do this again, like on my own nails, I would tweak this because this kind of is giving me, or maybe it's because of the little lines I drew, but it's kind of giving me bowling pin, but I've sort of sawed off the top of it. They remind me of the little red lines on a bowling pin. Sorry y'all. But again, I do feel as though, especially my little clear crystals, they really don't show up on black. Womp womp. That's okay. That's all right. So that's gonna do it for me, y'all. If you stuck around this long, cookies, kudos, and trophies to y'all. If you watch the entire video, drop the word vision. Drop the word vision down in the comments below. Let me know you stuck around for the whole thing. And also, let me know if you think that I accomplished my vision. I don't know. I think I did. It's very serviceable. I enjoyed it. So that's going to do it for me. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye!